watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on 8th Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, July 18th. In our top story, former Las Vegas City Councilwoman and current Nye County Justice of the Peace, Michelle Fiore, was indicted Wednesday on the charges of wire fraud and conspiracy. However, it was business as usual in her courtroom today here in Pahrump. News 25's Rory Rossell has the latest.
Today, News 25 visited the Pahrump Justice Court where Judge Michelle Fiore presides. Fiore, recently elected in the Nevada primary and initially appointed after Judge Kent Jasperson's passing, was taken back upon learning after the media that she had been indicted on allegations of wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. In a personal statement, Judge Fiore expressed her eagerness for her day in court, emphasizing her dedication for her community service despite the charges. She remains committed to her duties, operating business as usual in the courtroom. Judge Michelle Fiore released her official statement last night in response to the recent news on her federal indictment. She says, "I am deeply disappointed to have learned through the media that the federal government has indicted me for my services as a city councilwoman in 2019. It is troubling that I was informed of this indictment through the media rather than directly by the government. Anyone who knows me understands that I take immense pride in serving my constituency, both as former councilwoman in Las Vegas and as the Justice of the Peace in Nye County. I have always approached my duties with the utmost integrity and dedication. Now that these accusations have been made, I look forward to my day in court and have faith in our judicial system. I hold my oath of office sacred and have consistently strived to serve my community with integrity and to the best of my ability. This indictment has been years in the making and has profoundly impacted my life, the life of my adult children and grandchildren, friends, and especially my constituents. This is unacceptable. All matters shall be brought to the light in the court of law, not in the court of public opinion, where I first learned about my own indictment. Now that I have been accused, I eagerly await my opportunity to address these charges in court. Thank you." News 25 has reached out to the court administrator regarding a possible press conference and is awaiting a response. Stay tuned to News 25 and follow our Facebook page and YouTube for updates on this developing story.
President Joe Biden cuts his trip to Las Vegas short after being diagnosed with COVID following speaking at the National NAACP conference. President Biden had to cancel a scheduled speech to speak to local Latino constituents. Meanwhile, as RNC 2024 continues in full force, News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with a detailed look at the bond between J.D. Vance and his mother. Here's a recap of last night's events.
Feminism and female empowerment comes in an array of forms across all political ideologies here in the United States. During his address to the RNC, VP nominee J.D. Vance highlighted his mom's 10-year sobriety milestone as his hero beat the odds when faced with severe addiction and extreme poverty.
Our movement is about single moms like mine who struggled with money and addiction but never gave up. And I'm proud to say that tonight my mom is here, 10 years clean and sober. I love you, Mom.
The fascinating life of VP nominee J.D. is further detailed in his best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy. Major studies have revealed that women are much less likely to seek substance abuse treatment than men due to the associated stigma and shame. Females do crash and burn at a faster pace than males in active addiction.
Mom, I was thinking, it'll be 10 years officially in January of 2025, and if President Trump's okay with it, let's have the celebration in the White House.
Women do recover. Reporting from the beaming Bay and magnificent Marin, I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
Now News 25 takes to the streets to ask our question of the day. What do you think of Donald Trump's choice of J.D. Vance as his running mate? Chris Palermo reports.
Chris Palermo, and we're down here at the Walmart Pahrump, News 25, and we are talking to regular people about J.D. Vance, the pick for Vice President from Donald Trump, announced officially last night at the RNC. And I'm with
Nancy Yonda.
Nancy, thank you so much for coming on TV with us today. Tell us, J.D. Vance is a strong choice. Why?
Because he's young. He's going to bring in the young people. He came from a hard life. He knows how to help people, and I believe he's going to do a lot of good for Trump.
And what do you think about Donald Trump and his pick for Vice President?
I think it's a 1-2 punch. That's what an America needs.
You believe that J.D. Vance is strong like Donald Trump?
Well, he's not as experienced as Mr. Donald Trump, but he has deep thoughts. His attitudes are profound, deep thinking. He doesn't think and believe within the lines. He goes outside to express outstanding and unusual but beneficial for every.
Do you think that J.D. Vance, we're learning a little bit more about his vice presidential pick. What do you think a vice president needs to do to back up Donald Trump?
Well, I'll probably listen to him and do what he asks.
Okay.
Because I think he's going to be a great president.
Tell me, the last 3.5 years, Joe Biden, what do you think of his record, his performance?
You don't want to hear what I got to say about Biden. I'm sorry. He's ruining our country.
We do. I want you to elaborate. Tell me specifically, gas prices, food prices. You're walking in to do some shopping. Tell me, please.
I find everything's gone up in price. Us that live on Social Security, it's not affordable. He's just overdoing everything. He makes promises. He never follows through with it.
And that's the question of the day. This is Chris Palermo, KPVM News 25.
And when News 25 returns, we have the very latest information on President Biden's coronavirus diagnosis. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, President Joe Biden is isolating and recovering at home following testing positive for COVID-19. Rory Rossell has more.
President Joe Biden has canceled an appearance at the Unidos U.S. Convention in Las Vegas due to testing positive for COVID-19. He was scheduled to speak on Wednesday afternoon. The White House has released an official statement regarding the health of the president, saying that earlier today, following his first event in Las Vegas, President Biden tested positive for COVID-19. He is vaccinated and boosted and is experiencing mild symptoms. He will be returning to Delaware where he will self-isolate himself himself and will continue to carry out all of his duties fully during that time. The White House will provide regular updates on the president's status as he continues to carry out his duties of the office while in isolation. While departing Las Vegas on the Air Force One, the president was asked how he felt, and the president responded giving a thumbs up. He will be self-isolating himself in his home in Delaware. Biden has been in Las Vegas for a series of events since Monday evening. He did speak at the NAACP National Convention on Tuesday and also visited several Las Vegas businesses to speak to the community. This is a developing story, and News 25 will keep you updated on President Joe Biden's health.
Turning back now to local news, Valley Electric Association has some help if dim lighting is getting you down. So here to shed some light on how you can choose the best lighting for you, here's VEA.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Finding the right light bulb doesn't have to be hard. Here are a few tips to keep in mind. Buy lumens, not watts. Lumens measure the amount of brightness a bulb gives off. The higher the lumens, the brighter the bulb. Read the label. The lighting fact label will tell you brightness, lumens, annual cost to use the bulb, how long the bulb will last, light appearance, warm to cool. Buy LEDs to save energy. LEDs come in a variety of shapes and sizes and work for most fixtures. Energy Star qualified LEDs can last 25 times longer than incandescent bulbs. Contact Valley Electric Association for more ways you can save energy and money.
Well, a UNLV baseball player is headed to the big leagues after this year's Major League Baseball draft. Here's Mikey Ruhan with a home run in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Only one more sleep. The Las Vegas Aviators return to action tomorrow evening. They welcome the Salt Lake Bees. Speaking of baseball, a UNLV baseball player has officially been drafted in this year's Major League Baseball draft. Pitcher Austin Cates was drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 7th round, 217 overall in the 2024 MLB draft. Cates, who is a junior at UNLV, is also a Henderson native. He transferred from the College of Southern Nevada prior to the 2024 season. The WNBA All-Star 2024 game is going to be played Saturday, July 20th in Phoenix, showcasing the league's brightest stars squaring off against one another as the USA Basketball Women's National Team takes on the WNBA All-Stars. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Well, if you're in need of a caffeine fix, you're in luck because we're focusing on the 6-month anniversary of Our Place being in town. And we're talking to the owners about what Our Place is and what to expect when you walk into that beautiful coffee house.
Kimberly Lovelace, the owner of Our Place, and her daughter Cassie Custard are here to tell the community about why they started this specialty coffee house. News 25 will have a second part to this story on tomorrow's newscast to talk about some of the amazing drinks and pastries that Our Place has to offer to Pahrump.
So my daughter Cassie and my son Cody moved to Pahrump first. When they came to this area, they felt like something was missing in terms of a place to go and just hang out. We're coffee lovers and we love coffee shops. And so they let us know and said that Pahrump could really use what we can bring. And that's how Our Place came to be.
Our Place will give people a place to go when there wasn't before. So the moms, the friends, the students, the people who wanted to go sit somewhere and feel comfortable to sit down and stay a while. It gives some people a place for belonging and creativity, and it just allows to build a community and to meet new friends through our events, or just a place to bring your friends and your kids. They're welcome here too. That was a huge challenge that I faced, and then the mom community as well. So it has really helped groups to build more community and friendships.
And that's how we got our tagline, Gather, Sip, Celebrate. We have been very welcomed by the community, and so first and foremost, we want to thank Pahrump for accepting us and for constantly coming in and just being a light to our day. That doesn't go unnoticed. We love you guys, we need you guys, and we have more to come for you. Keep watching us. We've already opened a second location at Intermountain Healthcare. We just brought our coffee truck that you'll start to see out in the community. So keep your eyes open. There's more to come from our place.
Come on over to our place.
Well, what are you doing this weekend? If you don't have any plans, stick around. Mikey's road trip tip is after the break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, have you ever heard of coolcations? Well, it's a thing. Cool vacations. It's where you go to cooler climates like the mountains instead of the beach for the summer. And so Mikey Ruhan has a road trip tip for you that's somewhat of a coolcation idea to help you beat the heat.
Looking to get away this weekend and cool off? Just about an hour away in Summerlin, Cowabunga Canyon. Cowabunga Canyon is a fun way to spend time with the whole family, featuring 25 slides and attractions, including a 60-foot free fall on canyon cliffs, an interactive children's aquatic adventure playground, sprawling lazy river, and a giant wave pool. An exciting way to beat the heat. Add more shade, a touch of luxury, and a bit of privacy by renting a cabana. Oh, and be prepared for a lot of walking. A lot of walking. Slides such as Boomer Wrangler, Boot Scoot and Boogie, the Dust Bowl, and one of my personal favorites, Deuces Wild. For more information, go to cowabungavegas.com.
And speaking of lots of fun, now's your chance to win tickets to the exciting Monster Jam, courtesy of KPVM TV. It's all going on right now.
Monster Jam invades the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas Friday, July 26th through Sunday, July 28th. Watch News 25 on KPVM TV or listen to News 25 on Ace Country Radio for the Monster Jam keyword of the day. Today's Monster Jam keyword is Scooby-Doo. Call KPVM at 775-727-9400 and leave a message with your name, phone number, and the Monster Jam keyword of the day, Scooby-Doo, for your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Monster Truck Show on Friday, July 26th at 7 p.m. Good luck from your friends at KPVM News 25 and Ace Country Radio.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at the beautiful summer day. We have some scattered fluffy clouds, but the skies are gorgeous and those temperatures are moderate. A closer look at weather after the break.
Good evening, Nevada. I am Rory Rossell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now. In northern Nevada, Fernley is at 99 degrees, Fallon is at 100, Carson City at 95, Tonopah at 93, Goldfield 1 degree higher at 94 degrees, Beatty at 103 degrees, Amargosa and Las Vegas both sitting at 108 degrees, and Death Valley is at 120 degrees. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 104 degrees. The high today just a little while ago was 105. It was mostly sunny today with a few clouds in the sky, wind blowing south at 12 miles per hour, humidity 14% today, and the sun rose this morning at 5:40 and is going to set tonight at 7:59 p.m. The humidity raises up to 24% and the wind continues to blow east-southeast at 9 miles per hour. The low tonight is 81 degrees and with few clouds in the sky. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like we're going to have a sunny weekend into next week when we have a few clouds in the sky until next Thursday. We're going to be staying in the triple digits with a few cool temperatures at 107 degrees for 4 days in this next week. It looks like our high is going to be 109 degrees both Saturday and Sunday. But other than that, even though the temperatures have dipped just a little bit, it's still hot outside, so make sure to stay hydrated and wear sunscreen. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory. And remember that as these temperatures remain high, there are heat advisories throughout southern Nevada and cooling stations are opening as a result. So please remain cool and stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water. There are also flash flood warnings due to scattered thunderstorms in the surrounding areas. There's been some lightning throughout Clark County, and so speaking of water, be careful out there. Turn around and don't drown if water accumulates in the roadways. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.